Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Scrollberg and today we are gonna be looking at Awakened and Awakening of the weapons. So it is 0.4 tier artifact weapons, whatever you want to call them. It is these golden items that you can ascend. It only works on weapons though, and let's talk about it. So every single weapon in the game, you can have different types of enchantment quality on them. Yeah, quality is the different thing, not to mess everything around. You can have different types of enchantment on them. So there's like uncommon, rare, epic, and then the fourth one, and this is the type of weapons that you can ascend, that you can awaken. So it is 0.4 quality. You need to produce this item from 0.4 resources, which is obvious, and then you're good to go to have your weapon of choice being 0.4. And what you can do after that. After that, it has no additional stats like mine do, and you need to go to the Artifact Foundry, go to Awaken Weapons, and place it here. First, you still need to have enough attunement in order to awaken it. But just in general, this attunement, you gain it through killing enemies with your weapon, and it is very fast to stack it up. So it is, especially first levels, first tiers. In order for you to awaken it, you need to have some additional materials in order to awaken them. So it's going to be like 3 or 5 siphoned energy and 3 or 5 of Avalon energy. So pretty small numbers in terms of silver spend. And just in general, so that you know, awakening your weapons is very expensive, and it is sometimes, if you need an excellent weapon for some particular encounters, it is better for you to, of course, ascend them, get the best traits on them. But just in general, if you want to be silver efficient, most of the time it is just more less expensive to buy the item of the exact item level. Basically, if you want equivalent to tier 9, you just buy like 7.2 or 6.3 item, and it's probably gonna be cheaper than you buying 4.4 and then awakening it to get all the ability damage, item power stats, in order for you to bump up the qualities of that item up to tier 9, like pseudo tier 9 with the additional stats of awakened stats. Then you can get here pretty exclusive stats that you cannot find anywhere, like lifesteal, like additional fame whenever you are with this weapon. So there are, of course, many different ways that ascending and awakening your weapons is powerful and exclusively rewarding. But just so that you know, if you are looking for cost-efficient weapons, you are probably not interested in awakening stuff. It is more of a premium thing for you to have a cool weapon that you're not afraid to lose, and maybe you just want to use it in yellow zones. Then of course you will not be able to lose it. Then I would even encourage you to at least try some of these if you have enough silver and you want to do some exceptional item for yourself. Then for sure, here you can see, I'm not gonna jump from one point to another. Basically, these weapons, 0.4 weapons, you can awaken. In this video, you came for information how to do that. You need those resources that I've said in this window that I'm showing. They will be presented in here, so you don't need to Google them or wiki them. Whatever the exact resources you need. Then, whenever you awakened your item, you will have something like this, but without the first trait as well. So there's gonna be 3 traits. It will say spend attunement to add, replace, or upgrade traits. And you will just click on one of the pluses and you will click add trait. I don't recommend spending focus on that because attunement is really easy to farm. You just need to kill monsters with this weapon. But if you want, you can use your focus in here. You will be able to add traits to your weapon, and you're gonna have a random choice of 3 traits that you will get from just like random from this possible traits list. Not all traits are usable or useful on different weapons. Some of them are very powerful, very important. As you can see here, there is mob fame, which is very popular for anyone who has this weapon and they want to farm combat fame with it. So this is going to be crucial. Lifesteal is very powerful on some of them. Maximum health is very powerful for PvP scenarios. It will give you this edge against your enemies. For somewhat of a cheap price, defense versus all, cooldown rate. Sometimes it is energy cost reduction for some very mana hungry skills or weapons. But just in general, you will have 3 of these possible traits on your or whenever you are using add trait. And then it will roll the lowest. It will be present with the lowest roll, and from then on you can upgrade tiers of that thing. So let me show it in here. So for example, I have my item power trait, and I can replace it, or I can upgrade it. Whenever I do upgrade it, you will have a chance to either get regular proc, which will upgrade it very slightly, or you will have a chance for critical proc, and it will upgrade it pretty massively. If you are lucky enough, you will get crit points, and it will cost less silver, but just for every single try, it will cost silver, and with every single future try, it will cost more and more and more. As you can see here, currently on my light color, I do have 204,000 silver cost just for one try, and this one try may give me like 5 item power, which is not that much for that price. And to replace this trait, I do have 306,000 of silver, which is yet again pretty high. So this is when it comes to getting new traits or replacing other ones. Whenever you do replace the trait that you already have, you will yet again be presented with the choice of 3 different random ones that are gonna be rolled from this list. And these are the basics. Then whenever on the item itself, you can see here that it has some cap of attunements. It has legendary rating. The higher you go, the higher attunement cap is, and you're just like you don't need to think about farming a lot of monsters with it. You equip it, you go there, and then this attunement, you will have more than enough of it for you to have like 10, 20 tries, even more. So the experience gain in order to have enough attunement is not going to be a problem. Everything will be down to your silver numbers and the amount of tries that you are willing to do on your weapon in order to upgrade. Now, there are some particular things that are very important here, and it is strain, and it is the mechanic how can you trade these items. So if you for example, if you have some item with very good traits, as like on this root bound, I have pretty good max health, I have my additional item power, some ability damage, maybe defense versus all would have been great as well, and you want to sell it. You cannot sell any awakened item on the market, on auction house. You just cannot. You can only sell it via trade with another player whenever you're just right clicking on them and you're transferring the item towards them. But every single attuned or awakened weapon has its owner that it is attuned to, and as you can see here, it is attuned to me, which means that I do benefit from these traits. Whenever you are trading with someone your awakened weapon that has already its traits, as you can see here, this particular holy staff is not attuned to me, it is attuned to some random guy. I bought it and I haven't yet re-attuned it to myself, and there is very important stat here that is called strain. So whenever you put it in here, you have this button reattune, and it costs 830,000 silver. I've bought this staff for 1.3 millions, and now I need to pay additional 800,000 to system in order to have bonus from these trades. Probably rolling these trades would have been cheaper. It may be, it may not, depending on your luck, but if you're lucky, it is cheaper for you to try to, but yeah, you cannot be sure if you're lucky or not. But on this amount of strain, it depends on amount of strain, how much it will cost you to re-attune your weapon. And for example, on this root bound stuff that has a strain level not 34 but 68, I had to pay 2 million in order to re-attune it to myself, which is a pretty big price if you ask me, and for price that I've bought this item plus the reattunement value, I could have just bought a 8.1 or even, I'm not sure if about 8.2 equivalent, but 8.1 equivalent for sure. I could have bought the item with the same bonuses, maybe except for maximum health. And I would have been glad, and it would have been probably for half a price. So look at strain if you are interested in buying and reattuning someone's already maxed out 0.4 weapons. Be sure to look at strain and know what the numbers could be. It's not 50,000, it's not 300,000 to reattune. It is quite pricey. It is quite expensive to do that stuff. And then this is the main parts that you are going to be interested in. Of course, selling these items is going to be quite a problem as well. You will have to go to your trade chat, you will have to go and talk to other people. It depends which stats are really meta on your items, and will those people be okay with buying your stuff. But that is, yeah, that's another topic completely. This is my shortest preview of what you can expect from awakening or reattuning weapons to yourself. If I've lost anything useful, just say it in comments, and I will, yeah, I don't think that I've lost anything. Thank you for watching, hope you're having a good time, and goodbye.